Hi guys, it was really hard to choose what to review in today's video just because I have so many of Barry M's new releases to show you, but I thought I would do another eyeshadow palette review because you guys love my one of the Fall in Love palette. It's their new autumnal palette and it's gorgeous. You should really go check out that video. I will link it down below. That palette is really affordable and good quality and it really is worth buying. But they've released 3 new palettes recently. They're all vegan and cruelty free, they're all gorgeous. 2 of them are £7, 1 of them is £10, and today I want to review the £10 one just because it is it's in a different league to the other palettes. I would say this is even better than the Fall in Love palette, and I never thought I'd say that because that palette is gorgeous. I adore that palette. But this one is a Meteor Storm palette and it is fully duochrome and every shade that you get in this is metallic. It's literally what I've been dreaming of for so long. I've been looking for a metallic palette that is vegan and cruelty free, and you do get them out there but they tend to be expensive, so £10 for a palette is incredible. In here you get 8 different shades and they are all stunning, and one of the things that drew me in about this palette is the packaging, of course. A lot of brands just tend to do the plain black packaging with kind of a window where you can see all the different shades, but I like it when kind of brands go a bit more adventurous with their packaging. This has just got kind of galaxy print all over it to kind of reflect that Meteor Storm kind of vibe that it has, and it just says duochrome and metallic eyeshadow palette on the front. On the back, as usual, it just has all the information about ingredients. It tells you a bit about the shades in it, and it also gives you information about where you can contact them, and they just number their shades. They don't actually give them names, which I kind of like actually. I do like it sometimes when they do have names, but at the same time it's quite cool that it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to like think of like specific names for each shade. They're just numbered, which is cool, and honestly this is incredible. As I said, it's £10. You can get this in most shops. I believe it's in Boots, Superdrug, Feel Unique, shops like that, but definitely Superdrug is the one to go to just because they always seem to have Barry M's new releases in. They get them in pretty quick, to be honest. If I ever go into Superdrug, they usually have them on the day of release, which is pretty good. Well, my Superdrug does anyway. It might not be the same with your Superdrug. And as usual, you get a big mirror in the top. You get this with most of their eyeshadow palettes, and then you get the 8 shades in there. And I don't know if they're kind of showing off like shimmery on camera, but definitely they are very metallic in real life. You get about 3 really metallic shades, which is this first pink one, you get this orangey one in the middle, and then you get this one here, and they all have a duochrome shift to them, and then you get a few other matte shades which are just kind of metallic and gorgeous. This video could kind of be a first impressions, I guess, but I haven't done it on camera. This is the first time that I've worn these eyeshadows on my eyes, but as I said, I didn't do it on camera, so I don't know whether I can actually class the video as a first impressions. But the shades that I'm wearing today are these 3 in the middle. Again, I've decided to go for an autumnal look just to match the season, so this might be a little bit similar to my Fall in Love review eye look, but honestly I feel like this is a lot darker, and I really am digging this eye look. I've taken the red shade all over the lid, and then I've taken a bit of the brown shade in the crease, and then I've taken a bit of this lovely orange glitter in the middle on the kind of inner portion of the eye, and honestly it's just so gorgeous. I am in love. And the brushes that I use to apply my eyeshadows, I thought I'd just tell you guys. I don't know if I've actually specified it before. I use Real Techniques brushes. They are the best brushes in my opinion. I also have unicorn ones, I have Eco Tool ones, I have a few Barry M ones. I don't have any Spectrum brushes. I wish I did. I look at them brushes and I'm like, I need to get a kit, but they are like £20 each, which is ridiculous. I wish I had the money, but honestly I do not. But these are just my eyeshadow palettes from Real Techniques. I believe I got these in a set. This one is just for over the whole eye. This one is a crease brush, and then this one is a shading brush, and they honestly just work so well with the eyeshadows. I feel like it's really important to have good tools when you are using eyeshadows, because even if you get a really bad palette, you can make it work. But honestly, this is incredible. Even if you have bad brushes with this palette, I feel like it would just work, because these are so cool to use. Much like the Fall in Love palette, the shades they kind of have a buttery feel to them, so they go on quite nicely. I've also tried these using a damp brush. I actually accidentally did it at first because my brush accidentally got wet, and then I started applying it, and it seemed to go on really well. So you can actually use these a little bit wet, but honestly I wouldn't recommend it fully because it's usually more of the really creamy eyeshadows that you do with that, and these aren't specifically made to be used wet and dry. They're more just a powder formulation, but as I said, they are quite creamy, and honestly they are just so gorgeous. I'm going to get into close-ups now with the palette and swatches and stuff, but honestly I'm just so blown away with this. I feel like it's just so cool that such a affordable and kind of, I guess, lower end brand is doing a palette that's just fully metallic and duochrome. Barry M's releases recently are just awesome. I'm so in love, and I really do hope you go get this palette because it is absolutely gorgeous. Here is the packaging. Mine has managed to get dented as usual. This just happens with all my stuff. It managed to wreck everything. But as you can see, it's just this lovely kind of rainbow galaxy print, which is just gorgeous. And then the actual font on it is a metallic foil, which is actually holographic, which I love. And it's got the logo on there. And then, of course, you have all the ingredients on the back and information about shades. And then you have the numbers down here and all the information. And then if you open it up, there's the mirror. I'll try not to blind you too much. And then here are these shades. Honestly, they are so gorgeous. These are the 3 shades that I showed you, which I used today. This one is showing up a lot more pink on camera, but it honestly is orange. See, if I tip the palette down a bit like that, you can see that's orange. I took this one in the crease, then I took this one over the eyelid, and then I took that one over the top. And honestly, I'm so happy with the look that I came up with. But honestly, all the other shades are lovely too. You could do a really nice, subtle kind of champagne-y pink look with these 2 shades. Or you could go for something more kind of yellow and black down this end of the palette. So there are kind of limitless eye looks that you could do with this. Honestly, it's just so gorgeous. The packaging is made from cardboard. It's quite sturdy. It's probably not the most sturdy packaging, but honestly, it's not that flimsy. So I feel like this is just a perfect size as well. Like I said with the Fall in Love palette, this would easily just slip into your bag. But honestly, I'm just so in love with this palette. Honestly, their eyeshadow palettes recently have been insane for the price that they're giving. These are definitely not showing up as awesome on camera, but as you can see, they are a lot different on the arm to actually in the palette. They come out a lot darker, some of the shades, but honestly, these are just gorgeous. They definitely aren't showing up as metallic as they are in real life though, but honestly, these shades are just awesome. I am so in love with them, and I really do hope that you go out and get this palette. Every shade is just so buttery. They blend out perfectly. They blend out even better than the Fall in Love palette, to be honest, and I mean, I would expect that for a bit of a higher price, but £10 is not a lot to pay for a fully metallic palette. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. Please remember to give this a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to see more videos from me, and I will see you in my next review or random video. Bye!